right, yeah, I chose a different one. There's 2 left in there. We're doing well.
Timer's not going.
Yeah, I'm gonna start it right now. This is the Bodega Cat. Again, very fun. Very fun can, very fun can, very fun can. And I grabbed, I knew that we had a bigger can in there, so I wanted to grab the bigger can. This is an oatmeal stout. And for this, I'm gonna ask up a friend of mine who's here at the show for another interview, because I would like to ask him some questions that I know he wants to give us answers to. So, a big round of applause for my friend, stand-up comic extraordinaire, Mr. Steve Miller. Come on up, Steve. Oh, take your time. It's just a timer running. That's fine.
Helping me out, man. Had time. What's up, Jeffrey?
What's up, Steve?
How are we, brother?
Fantastic. So Steve Miller is a good friend of mine. I'm not using the mic because it wasn't really doing anything, let's be honest. Steve Miller is a good friend of mine. We've been friends for years. He has also been interviewed on Beer with the Queer 2 other times. This makes you the longest returning guest of all
It's a hat
time.
trick.
It is a hat trick.
Sports reference.
Oh,
Read a
boy.
fridge.
So let's try the beer, and then wait till you hear the questions I have for him.
Good. It's just like beer.
I mentioned that last night, that you hate when I do that, say it tastes like beer. I don't love this as an oatmeal stout. I want it to be more full flavored and more rich notes in it. It's very flat.
It's a little thin.
Yeah.
I don't like thin.
I don't like it at all.
Never been a fan of thin.
Yeah, well, we get it. We can see it. All right. So, Steve Miller's been on the show a bunch of times, like I said, which means I also have an insight into who Steve is. Steve loves drag queens. Steve is straight, but he is obsessed with drag queens.
True.
He does not just watch RuPaul's Drag Race, he watches it in every language, in every iteration it can be.
This is also true.
He watches every recap of it.
This is also true.
And he probably also watches the Untucked, because that way you're getting more than just half the story.
Yeah, if you're not watching a cut, you're only going to have the story.
Yeah, I completely understand. So, that being said, he is a huge friend of the gays. So my question to you is,
Sure.
how much does it bother you tonight
Okay.
that my ex is here with his boyfriend sitting next to my partner supporting me tonight, when you once told me, Jeff, you can never have your cake and eat it too?
Turns out he can. I couldn't be more wrong. I was completely confounded. Like, so he calls me up, he's like, hey man, I'm going through a rough spot. Can you come by? I like to have a conversation with you. So of course I did. And he's like, I'm really conflicted right now. This guy. I'm like, well, you gotta make a choice, man. He's like, I don't know if I gotta make a choice, actually. And then for months and months, he didn't have to make a choice, which blew my fucking mind.
So, to recap that side of the story from my point of view, I was in a long-term relationship, we were married, and at some point I fell in love with somebody else and had to make a tough choice, and I did, and my husband was mad at that choice, for whatever reason. Hard to pinpoint. No, you don't want to point fingers at who was at fault there. But, going on 4 years later, we were all very good friends,
Love it.
and Steve Miller once told me, there's no way this turns out well for you. And as they are all here tonight, I just wanted to rub it in his face a
Yeah, I
little
appreciate
bit
that, yeah.
about how much that the gay community can get over small shit like that.
Yeah, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for everybody. Congratulations. I'm happy for you that you got to bring me up here and publicly tell me I was wrong. This is nice, like a family reunion.
I'm happy for all of us that happened. So let's get into your love of. Now, is that a love of all drag queens or mainly RuPaul girls?
Sure. So I was really lucky as a young guy. I don't know if there's any gay men here that are of our age that remember Trax, which was just up the road. Trax was a huge gay club. And we started sneaking in there in high school at like 16 and 17 years old.
We're going to stop for just a second.
Sure.
I didn't love the of our age comment.
Well, it hasn't been around for a while. You're
No.
my age. We're the similar age.
Okay.
Do you remember Trax?
Yes,
Thank
but
you. Okay.
I feel like we're checking different boxes on a census. Go
Yeah,
on.
okay. No, we're not. Anyway, it was like the most fun place in the world in our mind growing up. Like I grew up in the suburbs in North Tampa. So we would sneak in. We had all the stencils made up for all the hand stamps. So we started going there at 16 and 17, and the rock stars of the club were the drag queens. You know, it was Epiphany and Joey Brooks, and there was others. I can't remember their names now. But so for me, from the time, as long as I could remember, that was the most fun. They were the people that were having the most fun in the room. And then to experience all that at such a formative age, because Trax, if anybody that remembers, also had gender neutral bathrooms. So there's men and women coming in and out of bathrooms. So as I grew up, I never understood what we've been talking about for the past 10 years in this country with regards to who's peeing where. It's like, well, you just pee where you got to pee. It doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah.
So for me, it started all the way back then. And drag shows were the most fun thing in the world. Like they were some of the earliest comedians that I remember seeing and watching them be on stage and interact, and the improv skills and the crowd work was better than most comics were at the time. So for me, from as long as I can remember, drag queens have been like the coolest, the funniest.
Queens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humans, really.
Well, okay. Now we're calling drag queens humans?
Okay.
In Trump's America? No, sorry, that was I had a king beer. Sorry, I got a little distracted off of that. All right. Does anybody raise your hand or clap? Does anybody here watch RuPaul's Drag Race currently at all? Anybody? We do have some RuPaul Drag Race fans. Are you up to date?
Of course, yeah.
So you saw the latest bracket?
Yeah.
This is just a very specific question. What is your personal feeling on the bracket system of the All-Stars?
I don't like it.
Just to catch up anybody that does not watch, RuPaul's Drag Race, it is a drag program on TV put on by RuPaul Charles, who is a drag queen, who is the drag queen, and it is All-Stars right now, and they started a whole new system, and some people hate it. Do you guys hate it, like it? You guys raise your hands? It is what it is, right? You got to change it up somehow.
Yeah.
All right.
I just don't like it because Mistress Isabel Brooks is moving on. It's the totality of the reason I don't like it.
Now, while watching the show, and you guys have watched, and you guys have watched back there, the ones right behind you have watched, and you watched over there. I don't mean to bring this up while there's a light on you, and when Mistress Isabel Brooks
That's what I'm talking about, gang.
first came on TV, my partner Matt was shocked that you were on RuPaul's Drag Race. Now,
If you don't know who Mistress Isabel Brooks is, he's an incredibly handsome man with beautiful hair and impeccable taste.
that is not how most people would describe.
It's probably there.
Do you guys see the resemblance though? A little bit? Like if you put a push up, you'd
Why
say...
do you gotta sell it, bro?
Well, no, I'm asking...
Don't like start selling it. Just ask the
No,
question.
this is a Q&A. This is part of the show.
You don't hate them, you do them. I don't know.
Okay, that got weird. Yeah, I know you have. Does anybody have any questions for our half-straight Steve Miller? No?
Where's your mini meat tonight?
Where's my mini me tonight?
Yes. Jeff, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes. Your cookie jar.
Oh, my cookie jar's at home.
Okay.
Matt bought a cookie jar that looks like me because apparently I look like famous drag queens and cookie jars. The two of them torment and torture me. I was fully prepared. We had the cookie jar up during the holidays, and I was fully prepared to put it back where it belonged with the rest of the holiday tchotchke shit. But my girlfriend Jen has it proudly displayed on the desk that I work at, so every time I sit down I go, fucking Jeff.
Not gonna lie, part of me tonight wanted you not to come and Jen just to come with the cookie jar.
I'm not gonna lie to you, part of me did want to come in. That's why we're such good friends.
This is why. All right, big round of applause for Steve Miller. Thank you. That's not where oatmeal's just for me. All right, that is that, and that was Steve.